Hello, Jim Howard here in Fort Worth, Texas. Today's date, it is the 12th. No, well, it's the 12th. It's December 28th of 2022. I just received a few hours ago my new Beelink Mini, and seems like it's taken a while to uh, get everything on it for some reason. Seems like it's longer than normal. I'm not sure why. Maybe I'm just tired. I'm running Manicam. Um, I changed the, I've been doing 1080 30 for a while, for a few, I don't know, weeks or months. And but I just set it to 1080 60 frames a second. I just installed a while ago the software for the Elgato Wave 3. I see the bar moving here, so I guess that's working. And see, the camera is a Razor, and I know it's working because I can see it, and I can wave to myself. I own a bunch of licenses, long story, to Manicam, so it automatically knew when I went and downloaded it and entered my username and my password. It picked, which is good, it picked one of the licenses. Well, there's the only one I had, the license I had going was for the other computer. So it picked a different license, and they're paid for. I think one's paid for a year, one's paid for a couple more years or something. Like there again, long story. I mean, I didn't want to tell you because it makes me sound really extra stupid. I mean, I'm stupid, but I'm not extra stupid. Um, so I guess let's see if this other screen shows up. It should. I sure don't like the. I wonder if I can pull up a different. Where are you? Display setting. Maybe that's going to be it. Nope. Maybe personalize will do it. Oops, popping up over here. So I'll move it over here. Okay. Here we go. Okay, this is the one I'm using. This is one that's available. This one might not be bad. This one's got too much. Okay, let's go with this. Okay, where is it? Oh, okay, here we go. Ooh, yeah, I like that. I like that definitely much better. Background, colors, themes, lock screen, touch keyboard, taskbar. Okay, this is much better. Man, my arthritis is driving me crazy. Well, I've got the naproxen right here, but I need a cold Coke. I just can't wash a pill down with regular Coke. I'm going to, let's see if this is pause. I'm going to pause this and go get me a cold Coke. And I'll probably think of something to tell you about this project. Oh, one thing too I think I may do is, I think what I'll do is measure, because it seemed to me like it's quite a bit smaller. So I'm going to measure the Elgato, or not the Elgato, the, what am I running? Beelink. So don't touch the mouse. Okay, I'm back. Room's a mess. I can't find anything. I laid out, okay, I see it now. It's underneath. I'll do it later. I don't like that this thing looks cockeyed. This is the Beelink 1. My first Beelink. But you're seeing this, we're using Beelink 2. Wonder if this is working even. I've got so many little things to do. This is one of the... I'll put a link to these, and maybe not today, but I usually order walnuts through Amazon. There's a place there, but it seems like a good deal. And I've been ordering, I think, a 3-pound bag, I think it is. Or is it more than that? Anyway, the price is good. And I've ended up ordering, in different seasons and things. And they've always been good. When I first got them the first time, I thought, when it would be like in, a different season of when I don't know anything about. I was talking about walnuts, by the way. So, this time from a different place, I ordered these cashews. And they're good. Things like walnuts and cashews, well, a lot of stuff. I can sit and eat a lot of it. And chips and dip, which isn't good, Well, it's good, you know what I mean. You'll probably get a video, I think on the 4th of next year. Got to go to the doctor's office. So I'll take my cell phone. By the way, I just switched back to my Google 4A. The Moto stylus, which I went to a few days ago. I'd had it put away and I got it out, charged it up, and everything was okay for a day or two. Then everything got weird. I deleted a bunch of stuff off of it. That's what I was doing anyway. But a bunch of stuff just went, so I have gone back to this. I've mentioned this before. I'd like to have a larger cell phone. Most people, I think, well, not most people, but I'd like to have more space on it. And I'd like for it to be waterproof, or water resist, or whatever, And the Moto stylus, was, you could dip it down in water or something for 30 minutes or something. This one, the Google, this one isn't water resistant. Of course, they use those numbers, I'm not going to be dipping it down into water. But I'd like to be able to step out in the rain and make a video with my cell phone. which I have done anyway. So far they've survived. Okay, I think I got the settings right on this. 1080p, 60 frames a second. For a while I've been doing 30 frames a second in some previous videos. So we'll see. Let me put my hand on this. Yeah, this thing's perfectly cool. The computer. And I haven't heard the fan going. Now for me, what they could do is just figure out my hearing has gone above a certain frequency. I've mentioned this before a couple of times. I've got a couple of these big backup blocks, or power packs that you can charge by solar cells and other ways, And of course, I can't put a solar cell in this apartment complex, But I moved one for some reason. Well, I don't have any room in this room. But I ended up putting it in the living room, and it was right on the desk, real close to Darlene's computer, and she was there. I was in here, and I heard the most God-curdling screams. What in the hell is going on? Who's being killed or whatever? And I go in there, and she's, turn that off, and I said, turn what off? No, and she's so mad, she can't even tell me what's going on. And it was the battery was out on that. It's the first time that happened. The battery was not charged or something on it. And there was an alarm going off. I could not hear that alarm. I wasn't surprised. But I was surprised that it was that loud, and I was surprised also that it went off. I didn't intend it to, when the battery was down or something, I didn't intend it to do anything. But anyway, so she's screaming, turn it off. I said, is it this, She was incoherent. So then I realized, okay, it's got to be that. So I pushed a button. I didn't really know which button to push, even. I hadn't messed with it. My daughter Hillary in fact, I think she got one big solar cell for me, and she got two of those things. And I haven't kept them charged up, and I don't have any room in this room. So anyway, I hit the button, and then I said, okay, as it stopped, and the ex-wife looked at me like, are you fucking crazy? It stopped. It had stopped, And she just, I guess, could not comprehend that something that loud, but yeah, above, I don't know what, I should find out sometime what that, just for the heck of it. Find out at what frequency range that I don't. I worked at a small hospital for 11 years in Belton, Missouri, and right away, I went to work I'd worked for the main hospital, and I went out there, and it was very few people working there. I was the only security officer. There was no plant operations, so so it was a new hospital, so the boiler went off a few times, and so they put an alarm thing that when the boiler went out, then the alarm would go off, and then I could go back and relight the boiler for them. So, I'd be in the emergency room, half the hospital away, and then in the beginning it was like, I really didn't, wasn't thinking about it. ER doctors looking around, nurses are looking around, what's that alarm, and that's what it was. So I went back and hit the switch, and after that would happen a few times, but then I got where I could recognize, when people are looking around, that boiler was off and the alarm was going off. If you heard that pop, that was my son coming in to get a Coke. I've got a little refrigerator in here that's, got a supply of Coke. I drank a lot of Coke. And zero water. I know you're saying a person can't live with, yeah, I've done it. I'm not saying that's a good idea. I'm sure it's not. Everybody talks about being hydrated. What I try to do is, like my daughter, Hillary again, she got me one of these, what do you call it, Eskimo, or no? Anyway, well, you might have seen it sometime. Stainless steel, I guess. And put ice in there. So I put ice in all the way to the top, pour Coke in there. That's what I try to do when I think about it. And so then when I'm drinking Coke, I'm getting at least some water. But anyway, this is a 16-minute test of my new Beelink computer and new install on a different computer of Manicam. Thank you very much for watching.